Hey y'all, I'm Shayna. I'm back with another review. This is for Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 11. Whew, Trouble on the Sandbar. Yes, indeed it was. Now, I did a live on my main channel, Shayna_MCD, and I will tag that channel in the description. Y'all know it got demonetized, but I'm working on getting it remonetized. Fingers crossed, child. So in the meantime, in between time, subscribe to both if you enjoy this type of content, like the video, tell a friend and tell a friend, all the things. Okay, all the things. Now, I know everybody doesn't like the live format, so I'm going to do a pre-recorded over here. That way you can just watch my review straight through without having to worry about all the comments and all that. Okay, so we pick up because remember we left off with, the whole big ordeal, that tongue tussle, verbal brawl between Dr. G and Quad. So it's the next morning and Quad is speaking to King, and she thinks it's ridiculous that she has to tiptoe around her ex-husband in his feelings when he's there with his new wife. Did she say anything wrong? Okay, hello, yes. She also feels like no one cared about her feelings when it was the other way around. And this is her fake forced friend group, okay? How dare they? I agree. Dr. G shouldn't really be on the show. I don't think he should be on the show. He shouldn't have been invited back to the show knowing, we all know there was some DV going on in their marriage or whatever. Knowing how their marriage ended, I don't know why he's back on here. I don't think he and Sweet Tea should have ever been brought back on the show, but I do feel like it gave Quad a storyline. If Dr. G and Sweet Tea didn't come back last season, Quad didn't have nothing going on. She didn't have nothing going on. She tried it with her nephew. She tried to buy a new house. None of that stuff it wasn't hitting on nothing. It wasn't doing nothing for me. Like, as much as I like Quad, her clock was ticking. The time was ending. She didn't have anything going on. She didn't want to, have a relationship on there or anything else. That's why she got King on there now, because she know, like, girl, you're going to have to come with something. She wasn't hitting on that, and so they came on there and kind of saved her spot on the show. But I could see why it was uncomfortable for her. And no one cared. They only cared about trying to get rid of her. That's all they cared about last year. Sweet Tea and Dr. G are chatting in their room, and G said that he was in his feelings because Quad said she didn't want the marriage with him. She didn't want the relationship. And he apologizes to T for his behavior, but not for his feelings. I said, girl, pay attention. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Is your sense in the room with us? Are you not hearing what's going on? I know you're married to him now, so it's kind of like too late. But girl, I wish I would be laying there because she was talking about we supposed to be working on baby making and, we doing it. Please. Dr. G ain't thinking about making no baby. He worrying about Quad, getting Quad getting it in 15 times a week. That's all he can focus on at the moment. Okay, girl, he ain't thinking about you. So Quad realizes that G was jealous. It seems like he wasn't over her. I mean, anybody with vision can see that. He should have never yelled at his wife in front of his ex, though. Yelling at his current wife in front of his ex-wife was crazy. Yelling at her anyway, especially when she didn't deserve it, in front of people, period, but especially in front of his ex-wife. He claims he was trying to protect T, which sounds like some BS to me. And he brought up the age gap and talking about he thought he was getting a mature, like, older woman. And she's like, well, I'm not that. Stop letting him son you. Like, Dr. G is like her biggest op. You're not about to play in my face. Yes, there may be an age gap. Yes, I may be younger. That doesn't mean I'm immature. I can still be a mature woman at my age. You're not about to son me. Like, you're not, don't do that. Because you want to try to gaslight me. I don't think they will last. I don't see it. I hope they do. I don't want anybody to get divorced, but I don't see this working long term, especially if there's no baby. So Toya, Eugene, Dr. Mimi, and her husband, Steve, they go out for drinks. And Toya was like, yeah, I need Patron in mine because everything else makes me angry. I'm like, now, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with Patron, but girl, they done bought out new drinks. Now, I can get that Don Julio, Actifulio. I gotta get off TikTok. But anyway, no Casamigos for her, none of that. She needs Patron. Okay? They show a flashback of her disrespecting Dr. Eugene per usual. She does that when she's sober, so I don't think that had nothing to do with the liquor. Okay? I don't think that had nothing to do with it. Dr. Mimi and her husband said Toya had her hand in the mess. Okay, she played a part in the mess getting started. And after a while, she had to admit, I guess she did. But I mean, what else is new? Somebody got to do it. If it ain't Heavenly, it's gonna be Toya. Somebody got to do it. Toya just be saying sometimes, not all the time. But in this moment, I think she did say what everybody was thinking, and I would have said it too because it was awkward. But whatever. So, Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Heavenly are chatting in Heavenly's room. And Heavenly thought that blow up between the ex-spouses was funny. And of course she does. Because, girl, it wasn't nothing funny about that. That was not funny. Was it a mess? Yes. Funny? Not really, no. Now, Kawhi had funny moments, but that's because she's like theatrical. So when she says stuff, it's going to be funny because of how she said it. But the situation itself wasn't really all that funny. She informed them. Now, I will say this. The Quad and Dr. G, everybody knows they're part of the show. They signed up for this, so they put themselves in this mess. So I can only feel but so sorry. But Quad been here. She shouldn't have to quit her job because Sweet Tea want a job too. Because Sweet Tea want to live in her shadows. Okay? Do I think so? I said it on the live. I think Sweet Tea, when Quad said Sweet Tea wants to be her, I think so. It's making sense. When I found out that she named her Sweet and Savory speed dating event, and it's the same name as Quad Spices, when I found she was trying to dress like Quad, but it ain't hitting the same. When you moved in Quad's house and the Quad stuff is still there, like you're trying to be in her fake friend group. You watched her on TV. You try to take her man or her ex-husband. Like you are trying to. It's giving that a little bit, just a little bit. I'm just saying. But anyway. So Heavenly informed them that she invited Apollo, even though he's not married to Medicine or married to Phaedra, but Phaedra knows we gonna see what's gonna go down. So the crew goes to a private sandbar. I don't know what the car arrangement was. It was all over the place. It was like one car was packed like sardines. The other car, they was sitting there head to foot. Okay, one car, there's just two couples in there, which is comfortable, makes sense, and then Quad and King had their own car. I want the Quad and King special. I don't want to be sitting in there shoulder to shoulder with y'all, like we in college or something or high school and only one person got a car or everybody got to pack up in there. No. Give me my own car. But anyway, Apollo and his wife Shireen, they show up. Phaedra reminds us, because we had forgot, they showed an old clip from Real Housewives of Atlanta when Shireen was on there justifying her being a mistress and a side piece, okay, side chick special. She don't even look the same, honey, at all. I said, oh, she's so tired. Apollo done ran her through because see, she took Phaedra's old spot, so now her old position is available. So now she got to be trying to fight extra hard to keep the side hussies away. But we already know. I mean, she about to be ex-wife number 2. According to the streets. I mean, she filed the papers, so there's that. But Phaedra said that Shireen was his former mistress turned wife. I can never respect a former mistress turned wife. Like, you want to be respected as a wife now, but nobody's ever going to forget that she was a side chick. Nobody. Shireen was also sleeping with Apollo while Phaedra was pregnant. And that's low down, dirty, and disrespectful, disgusting. Like, I will never see it for her ever. Now I gotta remember, why Phaedra filed for divorce as quickly as she did. Okay, she said she never even had a conversation with the big back linebacker. And if you were sleeping with my husband while I was pregnant and married to him, now you're married to him. So now my kids go over there, they're around you, and we never even had a conversation. And Phaedra been pretty quiet about this, and she probably would have continued to be because she don't talk about nothing at all. I don't know why everybody wants her on TV. I don't, but Shireen and Apollo came on the show, so now you get what you get. But I don't blame Phaedra for filing divorce. I mean, as soon as he got in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist, them papers was drawn up, filed, and ready to be signed. Okay, she was done with Apollo. Okay. So Sweet Tea says in her confessional, "Oh Lord, another scorned ex." Girl, the only other scorned ex is the man you sitting next to. That ninja you sitting next to is the main scorned ex here. Your husband. Scorned over his ex. Yes. So Quad makes commentary about the ex and the new wife. How does that feel? And rightfully so. But King looks over it. King looks like he's tired of hearing about it, and I would be too. I know these are unusual circumstances because y'all are on the show together, working together, but I would be tired of hearing about it as well. Like in the real world, you don't want to keep hearing about somebody's ex all the time. Like it sounds exhausting, and I'm not even in the relationship. So apparently Apollo and his wife know Shaq. That's Phaedra's date. And child, Atlanta is a small child, I guess. Woo, everybody know everybody like this. Dr. Jackie and Cecil just people watching, and the only Cecil's mistress need to pop up. All the exes, the side pieces, the mistresses, all need to come on. Because Dr. Jackie, you've been laying low too long. You need to earn your keep. I know she put the medicine and married the medicine. There's other doctors that's a part of this ensemble cast. Jackie gives the absolute least. Bring on Cecil's mistress. Bring on, it's a party. Bring on everybody at this point. So Apollo says Shaq is his boy. Is he really your boy though? Because how is he your friend? But he didn't tell you that he's dating Phaedra. I don't care if it's casually or what's going on. I don't care if it's just for the show. How is that your boy? And he never made mention. You've been breaking bread with him at his house. He been at your house, around your family, on holidays. And he never bothered to mention that he is dating Phaedra. No. And everyone's blaming Phaedra. Everyone keeps blaming Phaedra. Shaq and Phaedra don't owe Apollo anything. That is her ex-husband. Who is married to his former mistress, my dad. The only person that owes Apollo something at this point is his so-called friend. So the guys and the ladies separate. The guys are on the beach. The ladies are splashing around in the water. Dr. G got challenged to do 25 push-ups. And he did it with ease, and he did it quick, fast, but with every push-up, he said, Letitia, instead of just counting or just not saying anything, like, why do we keep, like, it's so awkward, like, why? So Dr. G told King there was no disrespect. Then he proceeds to disrespect him by mentioning that he told Quad that she talked too much. King said he didn't hear G say that the night prior. And I was wondering why King didn't say nothing in that moment the night prior, but apparently he didn't hear him. So King feels like G owes Quad an apology. G feels like there was wrong on both sides. There was wrong on both sides. But I feel like I don't think, everybody keeps saying Quad started it. I don't think Quad started it. Since Quad didn't start it, then G would owe Quad an apology. And she wasn't saying anything disrespectful when G snapped and said she talked too much. Like she said, oh, your wife is a good fit for you. And, I'm happy for y'all. And then it's like, oh, well, you talk too much. And I don't care what you think. Like, what? What? Sir, calm down. So G walks up on King. They start fighting in that moment. I don't know why G walked up on King. For what reason, I don't know. And if there was any time to start a fight, that would have been the moment for me. So Shireen tells the ladies that Shaq is for everybody. Phaedra don't care, and neither do I. Okay? Neither. Did y'all see the way Shaq picked her up like she was a feather? Okay? The way he just lifted her up in the air with like one arm. Child. Yes. Okay? Phaedra's having all the fun. And Phaedra said she said verbatim, she's only looking for fun. She doesn't want to get married again. Because on the boat, somebody asked, does he want to get married? She don't want to get married. How many times she got to tell y'all? I know this group believes in marriage. How many times Phaedra got to say, after her marriage with Apollo, I don't blame her. How many times she got to say, I don't want to get married again? She don't want to get married. She's only looking for a good time, not a long time. She's not trying to settle down. He's for the streets. She don't care. And I don't care because she don't care. They both know what it is. So next. But the only thing that I do think is that him lifting Phaedra up and all that swinging her around in front of Apollo was messy on Shaq's part because, again, y'all claim to be friends. Or Phaedra said they know each other from the clubs or something. Talking about who don't know each other from the clubs. I don't know nobody from no clubs. And I definitely ain't going to their house on Thanksgiving either. But okay. Now, Shireen, Apollo's wife, she was hugging Shaq a little passionately. Like she gave him a nice tight embrace as well. So, girl, what? But, I'm going to leave that there. Heavenly said that Phaedra is playing in Apollo's face. Heavenly, you brought him here. You wanted to throw it in Phaedra's face that Apollo is there with his wife. Like, y'all want to just get at these unmarried women so bad. Like, she's not throwing that. She's on there with her date. Apollo shouldn't even be there. He's only there because of you. So, Phaedra asks Apollo why he's concerned about who she's dating. Let's be real here. I would feel away too. If this isn't some random person and Phaedra just has bought a date that nobody knows. He's supposed to be his friend. He had him in his house and he knows his wife and all that stuff. You're supposed to be my friend. I would absolutely feel away that you're not only dating my ex, but you didn't even have the decency to tell me. So yes, I would feel some kind of way. It would be more about the friend than it would be about Phaedra for me, but still, it's the principle. So Shireen yelled, Apollo doesn't care about you. According to your divorce documents, he don't care about you either, girl. You know, and I have sympathy and empathy for her because she said there was some DV involved, and that's never okay. I don't care if she's a mistress or whatever. That's never okay. But when it comes outside of that, he's cheating on her and all that, I don't have no empathy for that. Because, girl, you didn't care when it was the other way around, and you were helping him do that. So, Phaedra called Shireen a bad-built B-word, and everyone got quiet. Shireen should have stayed out of it, girl, okay? Phaedra said, look, I can give you my doctor's number, honey, okay? Sweet Tea confronts Heavenly for inviting Apollo and Shireen. Sweet Tea had a valid point because, you know, she's like, why did you do that? Like, I don't understand why you do that. But that why that's valid, well, we don't know Heavenly's producing a scene and there's that. It just wasn't none of Sweet Tea's business. Now, I'm normally like, I don't like how they try to silence Sweet Tea, but in this moment, she was more passionate about it than Phaedra was. She just wanted to get at Heavenly because she's Heavenly. She had more disdain and she more upset about this than Phaedra. She don't have nothing to do with it, really. So she was like, oh, it is my point because Phaedra's my friend. Was Phaedra your friend when she brought Quad to your bachelorette party? Or when she didn't tell you that she used to date Dr. G? Or, like, what are you talking about? This is your friend, but if it was the other way around, Phaedra wouldn't be saying anything. So Sweet Tea calls Heavenly a big back B word because they start arguing. Letitia, please. Girl. Now, I actually am one of the few, apparently, because for some reason y'all don't like Sweet Tea. When you come in, you know, trying to fill in big shoes, everybody ain't going to like you now. I think Sweet Tea deserves a chance, but not too much. Heavenly, I don't know what work she got done, but she looked the best she looked. Like, she looks great, actually. Now's not the time for you to be calling somebody a big back with that ill-fitting granny swimsuit you got on. I'm talking about melons is always falling off at the top. She never fits right up top. Girl, just go get measured, get you a night, you know, because she's kind of heavy. She need to be like the Lane Bryant's. Get measured. And get the right proportion. And then in the swimsuit, get something that fit. Like, everything she got from, you know, the cover-up she had on was like giving moo-moo. And everything, it's like granny. Like, she's always talking she the youngest, but she dressed the older. Jackie got a thong on. And you wearing that and call somebody big back? And, you know, it ain't really hit. Like, please, girl. Heavenly tries to get up to get in Sweet Tea face and fell in the water. I said, this is a hot mess. So the ladies start arguing. And Steve, Dr. Mimi's husband, runs over to get her. So I'm like, oh, hold on, because I don't play about that one. Sir, what you was about to do? Jump the women? Start fighting women? What was you going to do? What you mean you don't play about that one? The ladies are arguing amongst themselves. And who would be arguing with Dr. Mimi? Who? She just got here. We don't know her. Oh, these men. I can't even be like, oh, yeah, that husband taking up for his wife because there was women arguing. Like, what were you about to do? I see this as a handsy group of men, allegedly. So T is confused as to why Heavenly starts mess. So y'all don't got to get in her business. That's why. Are you new? Like, hello? So then King decides that right now, in this moment, right now, because Dr. G is trying to separate Sweet Tea from Heavenly, and right in this moment, this can't wait. He want to talk to Dr. G right now. About what? I don't know. I think they edited some stuff out because the conversation wasn't even flowing right. Didn't make no sense. And basically, King was like, you know, he checks G and he basically like tells him, like, don't be talking to Quad. If you got a problem, you know, you don't say nothing to her. And Dr. G was like, so she can say whatever she wanted to me and I can't say nothing back? He gonna say something back. I do feel like if somebody says something to you, you can say something back. Yeah, but he felt like don't talk to her, talk to me because we're two men. And I mean, I will say when Heavenly said what she said, she called Dr. G the P word. He went and talked to Damon and didn't say anything to Heavenly. Now this is a little different because Quad is his ex-wife, but you know, I mean, I see what King is doing. I appreciate him trying to defend his woman. I appreciate that. I just think it was poor timing. Didn't make sense to do it when he did it. And then I don't know what they started arguing about, but G all of a sudden, King charges, he takes off his shirt. I would never be mad at seeing that. And then he starts charging towards Dr. G. That's where it ends. Now, there's a whole bunch of hearsay of what's going on since this little ordeal. We're going to find out next week. Next week, half the cast leave the trip. So y'all let me know. I think Married to Medicine getting good, but all these exes and things, Heavenly know how to produce a scene, honey. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.